Okay, let's work out how you would do a perfect price discrimination if you are a firm with marginal cost of 3 and you're facing a demand curve 12 minus 2p. Okay? So these are a situation where you want to draw a picture. Okay? And let's begin by assuming that we're going to do a two-part tariff. Okay? So if we do a two-part tariff, we need to figure out our fixed fee F, which is going to be equal to the consumer surplus at a price of P equal to 3. And then we have our revenue PQ, which is just enough to cover all of the expenses for this good. Okay. So basically what we need to do is we know that the price P is going to equal 3. We need to find this F. Okay, and to find that, we need to find the area of this very large triangle here. Okay, so the highest price is 6. So you can see this is ludicrously not wrong scale, but that's because I don't know. I guess I didn't think it through correctly. So 12 minus 2p. If p is 6, you're going to get quantity 0, and then the q goes all the way down to 12 down here. And the height of this thing is 3. Because 6 minus 3, and we don't know the width. We need to find this point here, which is the amount of quantity if the price was equal to 3. Okay, so we just plug 3 in up here, and we get that Q is equal to 12 minus 2 times 3, or 6. Okay, so that means this width is 6, and the height, the consumer surplus, would have been 1/2 3 times 6, which is equal to 9. But instead, the consumers are going to actually get 0 consumer surplus because we're going to charge F equal to 9 and P equal to 3. And our profit is going to be equal to 9 plus 3 minus 3 times 6, right? Since they pay $3 for each unit they sell, but it costs 3, that's a wash to 0. So our profit is 9. Now, as a point of comparison, what if we just used a standard monopoly? Like, what if we set this up and said, all right, choose a price, and our profit per unit will be that price minus 3, and multiply by 12 minus 2p. Take the derivative with respect to the price, and we got to use our product rule. This is 12 minus 2p plus the derivative of the second term is negative 2 times p minus 3. Set that equal to 0. 12 plus 6. And then we have minus 2p and a minus 2p, so minus 4p equals 0. And we end up with 18 equals 4p, or p should equal 4.5. Okay? Which is somewhere in the middle here. Okay? If the price was 4.5 and we were a standard monopolist, our profit would be equal to 4.5 minus 3 times 12 minus 2 times 4.5. That's equal to 1.5 times 3, which is 4.5. So by using a two-part tariff and practicing perfect price discrimination, this guy's able to double his profits. And that comes from the fact that we have this linear demand, and profit is always like the monopoly solution is half the total consumer surplus, but we still get the idea that you get a lot more profit. And we can kind of use the same argument as we used for the market segmentation, that of course the firm is going to do better with a two-part tariff. Because again, a two-part tariff is just like a regular monopoly problem, only you have an extra variable to choose, that F. And if you wanted to, you could just not use it and have F equal to 0. And so getting the option to charge a fixed price F is always going to mean you have more profit. We could have known that like from the beginning. But anyway, that's how you do these two-part tariff, and it's a similar thing if you were going to do just regular perfect price discrimination. You find the consumer surplus, or if you wanted to do like a take it or leave it offer, it all comes down to finding that consumer surplus. And in some cases, if it's a take it or leave it offer, you have to add in the cost of producing the goods. So if we're going to give them 6 units, it's going to cost us $18 to make those. So we would add 18 to the consumer surplus of 9 that they're going to get. But anyway, you still always find this consumer surplus.